Howard team, Neo Home Loans. I want to talk to you again about the housing inventory and housing inventory shortage, where we were years ago and how we got to where we are right now. The chart that you are looking at is pre-2002 is when it starts, and this is showing you housing starts or new builds, built home construction. You can see that we start going up, 2002 through 2006, we hit a peak, and then we approach our housing crash, and then very dramatically, builders stop building homes. And we go down, bottom, right here is our housing crash. As to correct this very, very slowly, you can see this line going back up as builders start to build new homes. We have another little dip here in 2020, and then we're right back up toward when COVID started. A couple fun facts: 1968 to through the year 2000, 1.5 million houses being built approximately. 2001 through 2020, builders only built an average of 1.23 million homes. So overbuilding during this 2007-2009 housing crash, and then itself, where the builders stopped building, was damaging to our market. Taking all of this information into account, it leads us to about a 5.5 million home inventory shortage. On top of that, loss of existing homes, natural disaster, demolition of old homes that aren't rebuilt very quickly does not help the situation. For us to fill this supply-demand gap, builders would have to build 5.5 million in the next 10 years. They'd have to build more than 2 million homes per year. That's 20 to 30% more new homes than were built in 2021. This chart is showing through January 2017, the active listing count in the United States, and it's just like a roller coaster, and then it goes down, and then COVID, and then we have a little spike. And I'm gonna show you again, as with my previous video, how do you figure out what our inventory Association of Realtors, or NAR, and Housing Inventory Statistics. This is where you'll get your numbers and you can do your own calculation. You are going to take the total number of homes that are listed for sale and divide them by the total number of homes that are sold each month. Now, these are not pending homes, they're the ones that close. The deal is closed, it is done. You take those two numbers, divide them, and you come up with your housing inventory in months. So once you calculate that number, calculate, if you have about 6 months, it's a balanced market. That means everybody has a fair shot, buyers and sellers, it's balanced. If you have more than 6 months, they will more often be able to ask for seller paid closing costs. What can you do with that? You could take that money for actual closing costs. You could ask for even more to buy your rate down, since we are in a rising interest rate environment. There's tons you can do with seller paid closing costs. If you are in a market that has less than 6 months, you are still considered to be in a seller's market. The next chart is just quickly showing you again, this blue line is that even, more balanced market. Everybody has kind of a fair chance. That's 6 months of inventory. More than 6 months, you're in a buyer's market. Less than 6 months, you're in a seller's market. Stay tuned for part 2 of more facts on inventory statistics. Thanks for watching.